Do you know what is actually going to happen to you this month, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful, my amazing Virgos? This month is going to be super significant, especially for you, because you're on a rather important entrance. You're on a rather significant path which is about to unfold, and it's about to kind of happen and unfold in such a bizarre and strange way. This month is going to be rather bizarre, and this month is going to be rather strange, and this month is going to be rather different, because of course we are entering the month when we have at the end of this month the actual 31st of October, and we know that the 31st of October, it's not only about the actual Halloween, but it's Samhain. It's called Halloween, it's called Samhain. The significance of this particular day, it's not only about the 31st of October, the whole month is going to be like really mysterious. The whole month is going to be rather different and very significant, because the veil in between this world and the spirit world, it's at its thinnest, which happens on the 31st of October, but it goes all the way until the 2nd of November 2019. But that means that the actual couple of days earlier, and right until the 2nd of November 2019, so it's like about from the 28th of October right until the 2nd of November, this period is rather significant, and it's rather important when it comes to so many different things and so many different signs. And the actual, you see, but especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and especially when it comes to your path, especially when it comes to your spiritual journey, this is going to be an important moment in time. And I am going to say why, and I am going to explain indeed, because this is going to end like you having one of the biggest transformations of your life, and it's all down to you having a whole new option. But that option wouldn't happen if you didn't have a certain accomplishment, and that accomplishment wouldn't happen if you didn't have a wheel of fortune. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this actual month all boils down to the actual Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have the Wheel of Fortune that is going to be absolutely significant, so much that you will be able to reflect on your life and the things that you have done like never before. Literally, this is a very strong moment in time, and it's a really strong point when it comes to your particular life. It started already in September. Something very significant unfoldment already started in September, my gorgeous Virgolinis. When I say that the actual end of the month is so significant when it comes to Samhain, or when it comes to Halloween, how some people call it, this is a very significant time, because it's not only the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest, but we are getting all sorts of messages, we are getting all sorts of informations, we are getting all sorts of signs, we are getting all sorts of omens. But especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're very strong, you're very powerful, you're very mysterious, and you have got a really beautiful balance, especially when it comes to your intellect, and especially when it comes to things that you kind of focus on, and especially when it comes to your own spirituality. You have got a rather perfect balance when it comes to your own spirituality, and this is always very significant when it comes to your own transformation. It's a fantastic moment in time, because throughout October you will be finding out very interesting things about yourself. But throughout of October we have got a very special time, so it's actually from the beginning of October right until the 2nd of November that it's actually very strong time, different dimension, lots of signs, and this is most certainly going to have such a wonderful and significant impact on you. On one hand, you're going to be very mysterious, but on another hand, you're going to find lots of motivations. And then again, it's going to be very optimistic time, very optimistic, because what it happens, we get stuck in our process, we get stuck on our spiritual journey, we get stuck with our karma, so we just focus and focus and focus. And this is what Virgo is absolutely amazing and absolutely incredible, very smart, very intelligent, very clever sign indeed. So when you want to do something, when you start something, when you begin something, you're like, oh my God, ooh la la, you're on top of the world, really, because you just have got this power of focus, which is on another hand very quick and short route towards your own rebirth, and the actual transformation. This is why this month is just going to reflect on you like there is no tomorrow. It is going to be rather vavavumish moment in time, and right from the very 1st of October, but most certainly the 2nd of October. The 2nd of October, it's going to have a very strong significance when it comes to the new beginning, when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and when it comes to this particular month. What I was going to say to you before, and what I was going to say to you earlier, which is really important and significant, that the 30th of October, listen to me, my Virgos, my gorgeous Virgolinis, my beautiful Virgolinis. You're smart, you're clever, you're intelligent, you're brilliant. Your radiance is like a rather vavavumish, like almost all the time. But when you are very, very like relaxed, when you have got the right frame of mind, you know, you can achieve so much. You're very clever, and you can project the energy that you want to project. And this is exactly what is going to happen throughout of October. So it's very important, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Just keep going, like keep on like replying. Applying for as many jobs as you can. Keep on like doing things that can actually advance your personal journey. Keep on doing things that can advance your personal self. Keep on focusing, you know, keep on enhancing your life. Keep on enhancing your path. The whole of October, it's going to be so good and so important when it comes to your own advancement. So you're going to find yourself like being attached to the certain stages and the certain parts of your life which are going to be a complete reflection of what you have been doing so far. I can't explain how important this is going to be. On another hand, very strong moment in time, because we are going to have like a very strong and powerful dimension, but most certainly this is going to be the highly and the most important and very transformative time for you, the time of the actual lots of informations, the time of lots of realizations, and the time of the actual literal rebirth. On the 30th of October, listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Virgos. I'm going to say this only once. This was meant to be my allo accent, okay? Listen to me very carefully. I'm gonna say this only once. No, this is serious, Virgos, my babies, my Virgolinis, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Okay, you are about to discover something very special about yourself. You're about to discover something very special about your life. On one hand, this is going to surprise you. On another hand, it's not going to surprise you at all. And then again, it is going to be one of the biggest confirmations that you possibly had. I already said the door, that the entrance to the spirituality and to so many different dimensions already started for you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, in September. I already said this indeed. But now October, it's going to be the continuation towards something absolutely superb, towards something very significant. So you use this energy, you use this power in order to actually try to reflect yourself, reflect your situation from the beginning of October. And that's why I said, keep on like thinking what you can do to enhance your path. It is all about the enhancement, but on another hand, it is all about the actual realization and advancement and something ooh la la, boom boom boomish. It's actually going to happen on the 30th of October, because on the 30th of October, my babies, it's going to be like the actual Wheel of Fortune moment, Wheel of Fortune time. It is going to be quite unusual day. It's going to be quite strange day. It's going to be quite unusual day. The energy is just going to be almost like a visible. Do you know what I mean? No, seriously, the energy you will be able to see. You are very special. You're very significant when it comes to all these different dimensions and all these different energies, because you are able to find this balance. And once you're able to find this balance, you're able to cut through. And once you're able to cut through, then you can achieve so much, because you've got like a rather nice vibration around you, which allow you to kind of expand yourself in a completely different way in the universe, and within this energy you are going to be on top of the world. The 30th of October, it's going to be an unusual day, but the bottom line is that this is going to be a moment in time. This is going to be at the time of your transformation, and you're going to realize something really important about your life. On one hand, this is going to be an amazing new start, an amazing new prospect, an amazing new beginning. But then on another hand, it is all going to be about your accomplishment and about your life getting to the certain stage, getting to the certain point. At this moment in time, something is going to be very much so obvious to you, because an unusual situation is going to happen that you are going to be the part of, my gorgeous Virgolinis, on the actual the 30th of October 2019. An unusual situation is going to happen which is going to make you to react in a certain way. You will test like an unusual waters, the way you feel, the way you sense things, the way you project on things. It's going to be slightly different because the reflection is going to be a little bit not as it is normally. So, but this is going to be brilliant because it is going to test you a little bit, and that in itself is going to be an amazing moment in time. The moment of joy, the moment of happiness, the moment of excitement, the moment of realization. You are going to be touched somewhere like within you where you haven't been touched in a really long time. This is because you will be able to illuminate a certain path. You know, you will be able to illuminate your life, your karma, your journey in like a very powerful and very strong and a very significant way. And that illumination is going to be everything. That illumination is going to be absolutely brilliant because it's going to be the beginning of something very special, the beginning of an adventure. But it's not like, oh, I'm going for an adventure, blah blah blah. No, it's not an adventure like that, my babies. Our life is amazing. Our lives are incredible. Our spiritual journeys are incredible. It's all about us. It's all about our connection with the world and with the energy around us. So this is why once you get this balance correct, you are able to perceive things like really beautifully. This is on one hand going to be rather psychic moment in time where you're going to be like, oh my God, realizing all these things. But this unusual situation that you are going to be the part of, you see, they're going to be like kind of like realization that you are going to have purely because of your own reaction, purely because of your own realization, purely because of your own like action, and this is going to be the new direction that is just going to be revealed on the 30th of October. And it's going to go and be very strong and very significant, and it's slowly going to be really revealing all sorts of information and messages for you up until the 2nd of November 2019. So it is going to start on the 3rd of October and it's going to be the 31st of October. It's also going to be rather powerful day because it's a Samhain. It's when it's the most powerful, the most on this particular day, of course. But on another hand, something very significant, it's also going to be confirmed. You will have your confirmation on the 31st of October. By the end of that day, you will have a very important confirmation. And confirmation that you are going to have, it's also going to mean so much to you, to your freedom, to your balance, to your liberation, to your optimism, to your happiness, sorry, to your excitement. But also at the same time, as I said, it's the beginning of something very special, like enthusiasm, because it's all this initiative that is going to be so strong, that is going to be so powerful, that is going to be so good, that is going to be so brilliant, that is just going to literally start changing your life from that moment onwards. Because those parts of your life where you felt a little bit dark, a little bit negative, a little bit, oh no, not good, gray. Now this is all going to become red. You know, like beautiful, bright, very nice and lively colors, you know, are going to be there where there was like a little bit of a grayness in your life. And this is why this illumination is going to be really powerful, because it's all about the actual new initiative that is just going to also at the same time be so good, like to you. It's going to make you feel immediately good, but you will know that there is going to be unlimited possibilities, and it's just going to be like, oh my God, a good obsession, a beautiful obsession, nice obsession. And it's also going to be at the same time a little flip-flop, because you're going to realize what actually was missing in your life. You will realize what's missing in your life without even like kind of like realizing now. If you think about it now, it's like, oh no. But by the time you get to this point, it's just going to be like, ooh la la, you know, like completely vavavoom-ish indeed, because you're going to be able to feel and sense things from a completely different angle, and that angle is going to change things, create a new option, create a new initiative, create a new vibration, and that in itself is also going to bring a beautiful satisfactory result with a certain part of your life when you needed to make a little bit of adjustment and a little bit of a compromise. But most certainly this is going to be an amazing and rather superb and very, very, very powerful moment in time. A brand new beginning, which is going to reflect on you so nicely, you see. And on another hand, you have been very patient, you have been very good, you have been really focusing really beautifully when it comes to the certain stages in your life, and you were like kind of like working without seeing a certain progress, doing things, you know, creating things, you know, you were focusing on things and you didn't see a certain progress. And there is going to be a very important and significant progress that you are going to have as well, and that is going to be an amazing moment in time, because that is going to be something that is going to mean to you so much, because you will be able to prove something to somebody else. So it's not about being selfish or anything like that, but it's just about you got that is going to be so good for you. It's going to be really brilliant for your confidence, for your self-esteem, for accomplishment, and most certainly for the certain stability that is going to come through this, because it's all going to be about the accomplishment and power that you are going to actually have indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for October 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for October 2019. I say fire to the rain. Do you know, I'm excited. I said fire to the rain. I'm excited because your number this month is number 17. Number 17 is just all about a very, very good time. It's all about the actual very rather vavavoom-ish time that you're actually going to have, which means you're going to feel great, which means you're going to feel good, which means that you're going to be able to kind of have a really perfect balance when it comes to your relationships, but it's also going to be the perfect balance when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to excitement in your life in general, when it comes to the actual balance, when it comes to the particular energy. You know, the lost energy will be returned. My gorgeous Virgolinis, the lost energy will be returned. This is very deep. This is very spiritual. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful moment in time, because it means that you're about to open your eyes so beautifully and so strongly and so effortlessly this time. And this moment in time is going to be so powerful as well, because it's almost going to be like it's gonna bounce back at you, and it's gonna come back at you it's going to have a vibration like you want to explore so much. At the same time, you know, it's going to be wonderful because the energy is going to be returned, and you're going to find yourself having lots of energy throughout the day, and before where you would kind of find yourself being affected with tiredness and something like that. Now this moment in time is just going to be so significant when it comes to the actual months, because throughout the months you are going to be finding out certain things about yourself, about your spiritual path. Every single day, literally, but every single day some kind of very strong connection with the past is going to be present. Very strong connection with the childhood is also going to be present. Very strong connection with the family is going to be present, with the friends, you know, with the real relationships in our lives. And also when it comes to the relationships in our life, this is a very important month, because there is somebody that means to you. I've got a cold, I'm sorry. Okay, there is somebody that means to you so much, and that basically person that means to you so much is also going to have an important news for you. And it's just going to be so good, because it's somebody who understands you, and somebody who is going to help you to reflect yourself, and somebody who understands you more than lots of other people around you. Very important news, very important message, which is just going to help you to make a certain decision, to decide something, but it's also going to be so much to do with a certain accomplishment and confirmation more than anything else. Number 17 means that it's just something very bright. It's about to happen to you this month. A bright month, a bright moment, and it's just going to be all about the satisfaction that you are going to have. A new hope, a new faith, you know, a new inspiration, and basically all boiled down to bright prospect, to the new beginning, to the new initiative, to the new start, which is about to change your life literally. As I said, number 17 is also very powerful and very strong indication that your time started in September. This is nothing unusual because September, it's your time, your month indeed, but also it is the important time of like unfoldment, and that particular time of unfoldment goes on right until December 2019. So it starts in September and it goes until December, and by the time we get to the December, you see, we realized there was like, oh my God, there's just so much changed, so much happened in the last 3 months. It's unbelievable. It is very good and it's brilliant. It is honestly brilliant time for you to kind of like go out there and enjoy yourself as much as you can, meet as many people as you can because you will be enjoying yourself. But it's going to be also very strong time when it comes to like you returning vavavoom time in your life. If you were like a tired maybe like so often up until now, you're gonna feel great now. If you didn't have a time to go out and to like socialize, you will have a time to do now. If you kind of didn't, if you kind of forget about a certain part of your life, about a certain balance, this is gonna be so good because it's all about you bringing things into your life that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good, that the things that you forgot about, not that you forgot about, but maybe you were just really worrying, maybe you were just really busy. There was a lot of energy around Virgolinis that were preventing you from kind of seeing things crystal clear when it comes to your near future. I'm not saying that you didn't know what was going to happen in the near future, but I'm just saying that sometimes this kind of affects us in such a way when we are unable to connect to the certain parts of our immediate future, which are without us realizing is affecting our subconscious way of thinking and our subconscious mind. So once that's all shifted, then we start getting like a clear direction and a clear path, a new special, very, very special beginning. And it's also going to be a lot that you wanted to do, what you wanted to do in such a long time. My gorgeous Virgolinis, the 17 boiled down to the one thing in particular, what you wanted to do in a really long time. Now this is going to happen. What you wanted to make in a really long time, now this is going to start to unfold. The direction that you wanted to take, and it's big and it's huge and it's massive, it's just going to start now. The new passion is going to be born. I set fire to the rain. The new passion is going to be born, which is about to change your life. And this is how important this month is going to be, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because this most certainly is going to be the moment of like truth when it comes to the long path and a long journey and a long focus. And most certainly it's going to be like boom, 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 vavavoomish moment in time, which is going to be the time of regeneration, the time of rebirth, and the time of transformation. Absolutely brilliant. This is all going to be such a beautiful and powerful and purified energy that is going to be going significant throughout October 2019. Wow. Okay, so now, I'm gonna burn my hair one day. Yeah, now basically, when it comes to your health, it's like samey, oldie. This is a classic when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis. When it comes to your health, it is cold and flu that you need to pay attention to. Now, cold and flu that you need to pay attention to, but I would like you to kind of like take a couple of things, which is going to be, of course, acerola cherry powder. Acerola cherry powder. I know I say this every single time, but I suggest you highly, my gorgeous bambini and babinas, to get like the organic acerola cherry powder. Acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry powder, without any added ingredients or without any chemicals or any nonsense that they put in. Yes, so this is what you need to get. And I would like to also get very important to get a wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is because you're gonna have a very sensitive stomach and a very sensitive tummy at the same time. What would I like you to do is actually to wake up every single morning, if you can, throughout the month, and take like 1 glass of water, take organic wheatgrass from New Zealand, and it's just going to rejuvenate you, it's going to purify you, it's just so good for you, it's unbelievable. So you take this on an empty stomach every single morning. So 1 glass, 1 with a teaspoon, mix it up, 1 wheatgrass spoon. It tastes like a maca, how do you say, green tea, but not the actual green tea, like a normal green tea, but the green tea where you get from the whole plant, you know, matcha, real green tea. That's what it tastes like to me, like a grass, like a green tea. So I quite like it. So it's not too bad, but some people might be sensitive, some people may not like it, you know. And this is what I highly suggest you to take, like a very first thing in the morning, that glass of the actual spirulina with the water, and it's going to rejuvenate you. It's so good, it's brilliant, and it's especially when it comes to purification and your stomach. The bottom line is your stomach and your digestion is going to be quite significant throughout this month, and this is going to nicely help you with the bloatedness and things like that. Just a tiny little bit of bloatedness that you are going to have. And also try to avoid soya as much as you can, like especially when it comes to bread, you know, like a soya in bread, try to avoid as much as you can, or try to avoid soya in general, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And sadly, unfortunately, like super sadly, horrible soya, it's absolutely everywhere. Lots of people have been duped into the thing to think like, oh yeah, soya is really good for you. No, baby, no. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. This is all GMO, like a nasty, very low vibration, very horrible ingredients that are there to control the people in a certain way, and I'm afraid, yeah, it's not good for you. So especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're gonna be super like sensitive when it comes to the actual soya. So just please try to like kind of avoid bread, for example, because they always put soya. Try to avoid soya as much as you can, and also acerola cherry powder. So first thing in the morning, just drink like a wheatgrass juice. Okay, wheatgrass, you make it like with yourself, of course, 1 teaspoon, a little bit of water, drink it, and then a few minutes later, take acerola cherry powder, 1 teaspoon, which is going to give 1060 milligrams of vitamin C after that, and then you're going to be fine. Just do this throughout the month, and it's going to help you rather nicely. If you do run out of energy, then you take like a spirulina, organic spirulina tablets, just organic tablets, like without any horrible ingredients, or you can take a powder instead, like when it comes to the actual spirulina. But the powder, sorry, it's a little bit more difficult to take when it comes to spirulina, okay, because it's very hard, it's very heavy. I couldn't take spirulina powder, but some people like it. But the tablets are much easier. So this is if you run out of like energy, also have a couple of tablets of spirulina in the morning, and this is going to help you rather nicely. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you need to check with your doctor, or you need to check with your GP whether you can take these supplements or not, because only your doctor or your GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not, okay? But it's just going to be so important, because these supplements are natural, these supplements are really good, and they will have a rather nice influence, a nice impact nice impact on your health. Okay, so now starting with the very first date that is going to be rather important for you, it's going to be the 2nd of October. Now, when it comes to the 2nd of October, but when it comes to the things in general, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because you are going to be like completely, very much so, like all around the place when it comes to the actual energy, and when it comes to the actual mysterious energy, mysterious dimension that is going to be rather significant. You know, you're one of those signs that you will be very much so open spiritually quite a lot, which means that you will be getting all sorts of informations, and especially in the stage, you know, in the 2nd of October, on the 3rd of October, and the 4th of October, these 3 days are going to be quite important when it comes to you being very psychic in general, and you having a very strong healing moment, very strong healing power. It is going to be quite stronger and more important and very important throughout this month in general, indeed. But these 3 days, these few days are going to be quite super important for you to just kind of like make sure that you are having some kind of like a black tourmaline around you, or make sure you see black tourmaline. Look at this beauty, you see. But this is also like this is also going to be significant for you like throughout the actual month as well. But what would I like to suggest you, it's like the actual sage stick, and this is very important for you to have, because it's going to help you to kind of get rid of the negative energy in your environment. So this is not only for these few days, but these few days, this is going to be like really important, but throughout of October it will be rather significant. As earlier you would do it would be really better to actually just get like a sage stick, a dry sage stick, and just basically try to like really like cleanse your environment, whether it's at home, whether it's like at work, you know, it depends. Just to close all the windows, you know, go around like light this with a lighter, put little sauce underneath because it's rather messy, and just go everywhere and just basically make sure that you smoke everything. And this is a dry sage. It has been used for absolute years, and it's brilliant to get rid of all the negative energy. But because you're going to be very spiritually open, you're going to be receiving all sorts of psychic and medium messages throughout this month. You're going to be very much so on top of the game when it comes to your own healing. You see, this is why this is going to be important, because you're going to be more open spiritually, you see, and that's why you protect yourself by actually making sure that you get rid of the negative energy or negative spirits that could be all around, because you're going to be attracting all sorts of spirits and angels, but it's like all sorts of spirits that you're going to be attracting throughout the actual months indeed. If you would like to buy this dry sage stick, please just do it, and the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Virgolinis indeed. The 2nd of October, it is just so good because it's all about the actual realization that you're going to have, very important realization that you're going to have about your well-being, very important realization about the luxury as well. Something is going to start making sense to you, and something is going to be really important to you when it comes to some kind of realization, but it's more to do with the confirmation that you should really go to move onto the next stage of your life, onto the next stage of your very important game indeed. On another hand, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you know, the 2nd of October is going to be also rather important, which is going to be all about very lucky day when it comes to money, well, very lucky day when it comes to finances, a very lucky day to make some kind of like a really important decisions, because the vibration is going to be rather significant. On another hand, you know what? It's the actual justice. My gorgeous Virgolinis, your justice is coming on this particular day, and it's just so good because it's about to bring you a proper balance, harmony, and this is all about the reward, and it's to do with your sincere desire, and it's also to do with a certain good and very important and very powerful intentions that you actually had. This is so important because at the same time, this is going to be like so beautiful moment in time for you of achievement, but then again also you will receive absolutely mind-blowing advice on this day. Mind-blowing advice you will receive on this day. Just watch this space. The second important date, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's actually going to be the 16th of October. Now this is the moment in time when I would like you to suggest you to definitely look at this black tourmaline, look at this baby. It's so beautiful, it's so powerful, it's so significant. I actually absolutely adore this crystal because it's very strong. It's the strongest and the most powerful crystal when it comes to the actual protection against all sorts of negative energy, negative spirits, negative balance, negative vibration. It's absolutely mind-blowing indeed. I highly suggest you to have this as well throughout of October and November. This is going to be something that you will benefit from like there is no tomorrow, because you will be very much so very busy, very optimistic, but it's like your optimism, it's going to take you places, it's going to make you do things you wouldn't normally do, and that is also going to be on top of the game when it comes to your own spirituality, when it comes to your own spiritual energy and vibration. So that's why I would like you to suggest to you to get like a black tourmaline, you see. So you can this is not as big, you see, it is rather big, you see, but you can still put it in your bag, or you can have it on your desk, you know, where you work, or at home, you know, in your environment where you live. It's very important because it's just going to protect you and it's going to ground. It's very grounding indeed. If you would like to buy this black tourmaline, the link is in the description below. These are natural crystals that I sell, so by buying crystals from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well indeed. And the 16th of October is going to be rather important because you know there is some kind of defeat going to be going on here, and that sorry, I apologize. That defeat that is going, I'm gonna burn. No, that defeat that is going on here is just all going to be, it's not to do with you, but it's just somebody that has done something negative, somebody like some kind of destruction, some kind of negativity, some kind of like a low vibration, but something is gonna happen in somebody else's life, but it's just kind of, you're very sensitive, you're very intelligent, you're very sensitive, you're like very deep, and you're very spiritual. And what this combination does to Virgos, sometimes you can kind of like not feel sorry for someone, but it can affect you when someone is going through something very difficult. So this is going to be some kind of a moment like this that is going to like, it's going to get you thinking like that somebody's done something, but it's just going to be like so much to do with like the destruction or some kind of negative period in their life, some kind of like some kind of defeat, some kind of realization that just kind of reflected on somebody else in a negative way, but it's just kind of going to get you a little bit, you see. And this is why it's so important to like kind of like when you have a black turmoil and your energy, when you go through the situation like this, you know, it affects you, you know, it affects your spirit, it affects your energy. What else I was going to say, but that in itself is just going to get you to think. That is in itself, it's going to make you think about a certain stage, about a certain unfoldment, about a certain realization, how you want to prevent something from happening to you, or how you want to kind of avoid a certain situation. So this is going to be quite a good moment in time. And what else is going to happen, my gorgeous Virgolinis? It is going to be the actual hermit moment. This is going to make you think, and this thinking is going to be absolutely everything, because it's gonna, oh my god, I don't know how to explain. This is so important because you will be able to express yourself in a certain way like how you wouldn't normally, because the certain part of your life is going to be illuminated with this kind of thought, and that is going to take you places in your mind, and it's going to lead towards the certain little baby hermit moment. And that baby hermit moment that you're going to have, it's going to self-illuminate you. It's going to make us strong with your spirit guide, very much significant, very much strong. And there is the message from your spirit guide, message from your angel that you're actually going to have on this particular day. And that message is going to come in a form of the actual word, in a form of the actual confirmation, in a form of the actual sign that you kind of going to move on with a stage in your life by withdrawing something, you see. And this is what is going to be all about, adjustment, readjustment, and just making an abandonment about a certain stage in your life. It's rather important because this is going to slide through towards you wanting to kind of learn something new. It's all about some kind of learning and reflectiveness, and it's just basically certain goal you will want to offer, certain goal you will want to start, but you will know also that you need to kind of make certain changes in order to get to the specific goal or to the specific moment. So that's why this is just going to be the part of the picture here, but very important indeed, because it's the beginning of a very long and very important journey, and it's all about the actual you also at the same time realizing it is just very good and very optimistic when it comes to your own success. But also the bottom line is that by the end of the day, on the 16th of October, there is a certain materialistic gain that it's actually going to take place, and that is also going to be the result from your hard work and something that you expected, and it's going to be quite good because it's going to be slightly more on an advanced level. Absolutely fantastic indeed. Okay, so now the next date that is going to be important. What is the next date that is going to be important, my gorgeous Virgolinis? Of course, it's going to be the actual 31st of October. The 31st of October, it is just an advice that you are going to get. It is not all, it is actually not the advice that you will get on this day, my gorgeous Virgolinis, but the advice that you got like not that long ago. The advice that you got not that long ago, it's going to be quite significant on this particular day, but it's most certainly going to make you feel that you're able to do something really important and a very significant decision you're actually going to make. Something is going to become very certain, something is going to become very solid, something is going to become very important, but it's also going to require from you to make a necessary changes. So it's going to require from you to like use your own skills, use your own power, use your own mind, use your own power of manifestation, but at the same time, you're going to have to kind of wait for the certain amount of time to pass in order to action this. So this is all about patience, patience, patience indeed. But most certainly an important moment in time is going to happen here, because it's the advice that you actually had, you see, it's just going to be kind of start making sense on this day. But because this day is going to be the part of the very strong, very powerful vibration, that lots of spirits going to be around, lots of angels are going to be around. That's why everything is going to seem so strong and so sharp, and you are most certainly going to kind of have a very important realization about something really wise. You're going to be super wise on this day, and some kind of wise is investment, wise investment, wise investment is going to play a really, really important role. On another hand, what else I was going to say is that the 31st of October, not only this is going to be the moment in time when you're going to kind of find out something is going to surprise you, something is going to be like ridiculously surprising, but in a good way, you know, the dimension is going to be like, but really good, you know, indeed. But the bottom line is that the realization, it's also going to become even more powerful, and this is going to be the beginning of something very special when it comes to this enthusiasm, initiative, something new is going to take over, and that in itself is just going to become an important integral part of your life, an important start of changes indeed. And also beautiful resolution of a problem is going to happen by conclusion, which is going to bring solace, healing, satisfactory result indeed. But it's all about the compromise, and certain friendship is going to make sense. Something is going to happen when it comes to the certain friends or certain people in your life, some kind of reconnection, connection. It's going to start being, it's going to be very strong on this particular day, by some kind of inspiration through that. It's actually going to happen as well. Okay, when it comes to the first part of the actual October, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is all about the very, very beautiful moment in time, very purified time for you. This is when the purification is going to start of your own energy, of your own journey, through some kind of celebration. You will feel like, oh my God, you know, like that lost time will be returned, and the lost time that I said that it's going to be returned, it was affected by the balance of you maybe being serious sometimes and focusing, and so now this is going to balance itself out. So you will kind of start feeling connected to different stages and different parts of your life right from the beginning of October. So that's why I'm saying this purification, which is just going to make it to also celebrate and have a celebration, because you will know that your life is about to start changing. It's all about the whole new radiance to come through. You're going to feel a very strong connection with the childhood. You will start receiving all sorts of blessings indeed, and that is going to become and start a really wonderful and amazing time of an unfoldment, invocation, which you can make, like you can invoke so much throughout October, my Lord, and that is going to help you with your own reflection. It's about to bring the brand new perspective, power, which is going to resolve in such a clear focus, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. A lot will be happening. Look, Virgos, my gorgeous Virgolinis, peridot, peridot. Okay, I'm just trying all these different languages. I'm just making things up, you know, peridot, whatever, you know. Yeah, so basically, no, this is what I say. This is so pretty, and it's the peridot. It's a fantastic crystal for Virgo, of course. It helps with the balance, it helps with the sense, it helps with manifestation, it helps with success, it helps to kind of achieve things quicker, especially when it comes to focus, especially when it comes to career. It attracts money, it attracts wealth, it helps you to stay grounded, it helps you to stay centered. But especially when it comes to Virgo, anything green, it's really good. I highly suggest you to get a peridot, because you're going to be lots of decisions you will be making throughout the actual October and November, and peridot is going to help you to stay grounded, but it's going to be very good when it comes to attracting money and success. If you would like to get this beautiful peridot necklace, you can get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. Bye bye. things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Okay, so basically what else I was going to say, so the first part of October is going to start with like some kind of indecisive time that was lasting for 11 months. Now the decision is going to be made. Brand new choices going to become available, which is going to become fantastic, new inspiration and potential, which is just going to bring you this new assertiveness, which is just on one hand going to make you feel free, and on the other hand you're going to feel on top of the world. And unfinished business from the past, my lord, my lord, my lord, is going to bounce back and say, hello Virgolini, I set fire to the rain. Okay, and unfinished an unfinished business is going to bounce back, and that unfinished business is going to turn out to be a great success, because the new option is going to be attached to it immediately. By the time we get to the second part of October, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you know, there is a very good moment for work, career, and realization. You're going to get praised by somebody above you. I mean, somebody above you. If you're retired, it depends what you were focusing on. There is someone going to come through, some kind of authority figure, and praise you. And that also, it's going to make you realize that you are actually doing something that you're going to start liking a lot about yourself, about certain skill. And that in itself, it's going to make you to become a part of the certain competition. That in itself, it's going to bring you new balance, and it's going to confuse you in such a way, because you will know that its time is getting very near when you're going to need to make a certain escape. You're going to need to do things slightly differently. You're going to need to make some kind of journey, some kind of traveling plan. It's also going to take place, but this is all about your own personal flame. This is all about your own personal fire. This is all about your own personal success, indeed, that is just going to start taking place. At the same time, this is going to be the competition, but at the same time, this is going to be the challenge, but you're going to do so well, and it's going to be brilliant, which means any competition or any challenge that you could have, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is going to be karmically important moment in time. Go for it, go for it, go for it. The bottom line is you're going to have a very good news, enjoy, family, as a family, as a people, as a group. You know, if you haven't got a family, then group of people, that means a lot to you. There's going to be a very good moment in time to celebrate. There is going to be some part and some stage of your life where it was like, oh, wishful thinking, it's coming to an end, but then you will know it was just dragging, and that in itself is just going to make you fit to be even more determined in order to go through this. The third part of October, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's been in the plants, my Virgolinis. The third part of October, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you know, something very important is going to happen. Big wish is coming through, big wish is coming forward, indeed. And it's a great honor. It's going to come through the great honor from somebody else. Somebody's going to tell you, hello, my gorgeous Virgolin, you did so well. This is what is going to happen. Great honor, because it's all about a certain acceptance. This is going to be very deep and very spiritual moment in time for you, indeed. And it's just all about you feeling free. Follow your spirit, follow your soul. It will not lead you astray, indeed. Very highly intuitive time, very high moment right at the end of the last part of October. It's going to be like, oh my god, when it comes to your psychic time, psychic moment, intuition, it's going to be amazing. Just be free. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that make you feel vavavumish. This is where your intuition is going to be even more highlighted, even more enlightened. You will be enlightened, literally enlightening time by being free. Do things that you want. Take the last part of October just for yourself, and just have a vavavumish time and enjoy yourself, because by being free, by follow your intuition, you're enhancing your intuition at the same time. But this is going to bring you a brand new beginning, which is about to change your life, indeed. This brand new beginning is also going to bring you a new direction, new option, new realization, new financial option, new life, new stage. It's going to be like, hello my baby, I'm here. But then again, at the same time, the brand new balance. And you know, it's like, especially when it comes to the actual brand new balance, especially when it comes to the certain problem, you know, you will have a celebration, reason for like to celebrate and enjoy yourself, because a huge problem is also going to come to an conclusion, something that was preventing you to move on, something that was confusing you a little bit. And that is not only going to be the moment to celebrate, it's going to inspire you, it's going to make you feel feel very good. It's going to make you feel really artistic. It's going to bring up so much in you, but also it's going to kind of like help you when there was like an indecisive situation. You're going to make an important decision, and that in itself is going to be an important moment in time, because it's going to help you to liberate yourself and be happy from the time of your life that you've kind of felt a little bit powerless. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, what an important month for you. Sorry, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cardinis, Virgolinis, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. So for those of you in relationship for October, oh wow, an important moment in time, because there is something like that. It's going to happen, some kind of new option. It's just going to become a new direction. This new direction is going to become like a new beginning, and you will know, my baby, something very big is going to happen. Something very huge is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Huge moment, huge time, huge unfoldment, the beginning of something very special. You will both be certain this month. The certain uncertainty will come back, will bounce back with this all this energy, and it's just going to bring you a whole new reflection. You're going to be certain about a very big stage and very big option in your life. That is going to require from you to kind of like do things slightly differently, and it's also going to bring you the whole new radiance to both of you, because it is just going to be an important moment in time, because it's going to give you something very beautiful and big and important to look forward. And also as a people, you're going to hear something very significant that is going to put a big smile on your face. Indeed, very, very good moment, very good beginning, and the certain problem is coming to an end, but something very important is going to start unfolding here. The new direction that is going to be huge, but this is just the beginning. But it's all about this certainty and waiting for the right moment in time, of course. Okay. So now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you Virgolinis that are actually single and ready to mingy. Ooh la la. You see, this is what I absolutely like here. Beautiful time. The time of connection, the time of reconnection, the time of realization, the time of vavavoomish moment in time. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough about living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. Make a better place. This is what you need to do. Go out and make a better place. Virgolinis, you're going to be super, super significant, super powerful, super spiritual. You are going to have such a great time. Do you know why? Because you're having a sacred radiance. This sacred radiance is like a sacred power that happens just every now and then, and as to you it's also going to happen this month, and it's going to last throughout the month, which means that the sacred radiance is like a superpower, you know, that you will have. Like as soon as you see somebody who you like, it's got, you know, you're just going to be able to like kind of like readjust your power, readjust your karma, readjust your radiance, and that person will be able to pick up on your signals, you know, to pick up on your energy, to pick up on your power almost immediately. It's brilliant, 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 because you find out so much about yourself, you enjoy yourself, and it's a very, very good for the confidence as well. There are going to be quite a few people that you're going to meet, but there is one particular person, my Lord, you know, there's someone very, very special that you're going to meet this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis, very, very special, and that person is going to be incredible in so many different ways, very powerful, very significant. It's coming from like some kind of really important family or something really important, but very strong career, like something very strong and very powerful about their careers, but you will feel like you haven't felt in a really long time, my gorgeous Virgolinis. There is someone very special that you're going to meet this week, and you're going to feel so inspired by this person. And every time when you think about them, you're going to be like, ooh la la, vavavoomish moment in time. So be prepared to be swept off your feet, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because someone very, very special is about to walk into your life. Someone very, very special is coming. I absolutely love it, because I know how much you're going to love this. Indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, I love you all to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of healing, love, and light. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me. Love you. Bye.